All right, well, it is July 2022. It's pretty hot outside. We are moving forward together here at Trinity in Faith, Hope, and Love. And as we get together for this midweek devotion, we think about where we just were this past weekend together here at Trinity, how we were confessing that Jesus Christ suffered under Pontius Pilate. He was crucified, dead, and when he was buried. And this week coming up, we're now going to be talking about this truth that he descended into hell, and the third day he rose again from the dead. And so Easter is upon us. So oftentimes with Holy Week, if you've been part of Holy Week, right? Palm Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and also an Easter Sunday. What about Saturday? What about Saturday? Well, the Apostles' Creed proclaims something that we know took place between the death of Jesus and the resurrection of Jesus, that Jesus descended into hell. So what's up with this? This weekend we're going to be spending some time on this, but just to get ready for this weekend, I want to share with you a verse from Colossians. It says, "He disarmed the powers and authorities and made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by the cross." And so Jesus made a public spectacle of his enemies. Many people would say, well, this is the Roman emperors or the envious Pharisees, the religious leaders of the day. But many people see this, and we see what Peter said. We hear more about that this weekend. Right? But public spectacle over his enemies for Satan was hell itself, that Jesus descended into hell to proclaim victory over the enemy. That's what Jesus was doing on Saturday. When I think about our lives, when I think about the truth that Jesus descended into hell, I think about many of us in our lives. We might have a Good Friday moment, and those Good Friday moments are horrible. But then we're always looking forward to Sunday, those Easter moments, those resurrection moments in our life where we sense the goodness of God, we see the goodness of God. But it's Saturday, and a lot of us are living in a Saturday in between. And what's happening in between? Right? Jesus is speaking. He is triumphing over hell. He is telling hell that hell has no hold on you or me, that hell has no power. And I pray that we hear that. I pray that you and I hear that promise, because that is the truth, right? What the devil means is evil, God repurposes for good, and Jesus proclaimed victory over hell on that day, and certainly every day he proclaims victory over hell. I think about our baptisms. We're going to hear more about that this week. I don't know if you've been baptized, but the book of Romans says we are buried with Christ and brought to life with Christ. Good Friday and Easter happen, but also Saturday happens in our baptism. And I love when I get to ask parents or godparents or just the individual, do you renounce the devil in all of his ways, all of his works? Do you proclaim over the devil that he has no hold on this child, on you? And sponsors, parents, and individuals say, I do proclaim that. Right? That's what we proclaim, that he descended into hell in that moment, that God is more powerful, that Jesus has victory, that devil has no hold on us. He might tempt us. He might try to prowl around us in our lives. He might try to deceive us, but he has no power. I think of the truth that Jesus said the gates of hell will not prevail over God's church, over God's people, God's children. Right? That is the truth of what took place when he descended into hell. The gates of hell have no power. The gates of hell, we don't know exactly where they were at the cross, but we do know they thought they had power, but Jesus said, I might have died, but you have no power. You brought sin into this world, which led to death, but guess what? I just overcame death, and now heaven is way more real than it's ever been because of the resurrection, because Easter happened. So I don't know what the word is that you need to hear today, what you're going through, but I think a lot of us, we're going through what we might feel is Easter Saturday. Right? Good Friday, the trauma happened, and now we're living in the stress and the grief, and we're waiting for the hope of Sunday. And as we wait patiently, as we be still in the promises of God, we hear this promise, we hear this truth. Hell has no power over you. Jesus overcame. Jesus made a public spectacle of the authorities of hell. And so may you lean into the promise of God as you continue to plant your grief in God, that you will reap a harvest of joy, as Psalm 126 says. Sunday is coming. Sunday is coming. Be blessed.